Beisel Bros episode 36 brought to you by Coolbet. Coolbet. Who's your favorite Celtic of all time? Pierce. Yeah.
Even after the fake injury, take me away on the wheelchair with the towel over my head because I'm crying, and then I come back through to 30 seconds later.
That was so hot, Rick.
Yeah, me and Randy loved when he got wheeled out, man. It was one of my favorite moments in sports of my early
I have a hot take, actually. I don't even know why we're talking about the Celtics, but I think it's because you're 36 potentially. I have this hot take that Rajon Rondo is like a top 10 point guard in the history of the NBA.
Okay, and can you explain why?
Incredible defender. Rebounded, could pass he's like Steve Nash. His hands are bigger than Kawhi's. He had this is the thing. People always like, he needs to score. You don't need everything, buddy. There's fucking 4 other guys on the court. Okay. That's why Dennis Rodman's on my all-time team, because I don't need Dirk. I don't need some asshole standing in the corner. We have 4 other guys who have 30 a game.
Rodman was one of the best ever and barely put up any offense.
Exactly, man. So Rajon Rondo to me is a top 10 point guard.
Okay. Let me ask you this though, because the first guy comes to my mind with maybe just the 3-point shooting is a big difference, but Jason Kidd would come to my mind as like a Rondo type guy. Really good defensively, same height. Yeah. They're about like 6'3", 6'4".
Yeah.
Steals, assists, rebounds, points. Like Jason Kidd was always the 10-10-10 guy. And back in the day, that was very impressive. Now guys just have like 50.
Well, there's an interesting stat that there's only been like 5 guys in NBA history whose hands are like gigantic. MJ was one, Kawhi was one, Rajon Rondo was one. So if you look at those 2 second-round picks, if you have gigantic hands, those guys are 2 Hall of Famers. Kind of weird stat.
No, I love that, man. I don't disagree with you. I'm just saying, who would you take, Rondo or Kidd?
Rondo.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Interesting.
But I love Jason Kidd.
No, I know you do, yeah. That does lead me to my point, is why I asked you. I think I'm going with 36 Shaq on Boston. Was it his best days? No, but I just love this guy.
I would take Jason Kidd over Rondo.
Okay, you would,
but it's just fucking barely.
Yeah. So J Kidd's in your top 10. I think that's probably a unanimous top 10 for top 10 point guards, which maybe we'll do a list.
Yeah, we should.
We'll do a list, maybe another episode, maybe next episode. Who's your 36?
Bas Bedis. It was instant because we always say we do this on the fly.
Yeah.
Well, I just remember as a kid in Madden 2000 or 9, and you just tap A and he's truck stick. There was no truck stick yet.
No.
But he would just do that move, and he'd just bounce off his fat ass. So, so I just started to love him, and Big Ben saved his career though, right? Because Big Ben's a top 5 quarterback in the history of the NFL, in my personal opinion. So, when he tackled Roman Harper, I think it was, when the bus fumbled in the 1-yard line, and Vanderjagt shanked the piss out of it or whatever.
Drunk? What did he call him? A drunk
retard or some shit?
What did Peyton Manning call him? Drunk idiot or
drunken kicker or something like that?
Yeah,
it was at the.
That idiot of our kicker,
right?
His forehead is so massive, the bus, he was awesome, man, because he was fat.
Everybody
loved
Americans, and we can be included as Canadians. They love fat
men.
Well, look at Beef Johnson. I know Beef Johnson is a very that's very niche, but he's really he's not attractive.
Yeah.
He's probably 280, and he's sponsored by Arby's, so everybody knows him. He's not even that good at golf, but everybody knows Andrew Beef Johnson.
It is an American thing to love fat people. Like John Daly,
even Coke, cigarettes, women don't care. I'm fat, I hit bombs. That is the hottest thing to Americans.
Yeah, and one thing about Beef Johnson, when he was actually playing on the PJ Tour, he was by far the most favorite guy, right?
Absolutely, man.
Yeah, I actually just saw he played pretty good this week.
He's winning right now, man. He's the favorite to win right now the Euro Tour, which is awesome because he's had just some mental and physical injuries. So good for Beef. Shout out to Beef. Rick, who's your guy?
All right, so we're going 36, right?
Yeah.
Mine is Dennis Bonvie.
Dennis Bonvie.
All right,
Dennis
awesome,
Bonvie.
Rick. Wow,
So
Rick.
this would have been like a mid-90s. I was going to me and a buddy of mine were going to the hockey. We were definitely not 18. So this is definitely, you don't see anybody doing this anymore. So we're two 16-year-olds, whatever, driving Sherwood Park to Edmonton, going to the game. And there I am up in the blues somewhere.
Yeah.
And I'm talking Bonvie this, Bonvie that, Bonvie this, Bonvie that. And he didn't end up playing. And then I think in the first intermission, something like that, we're just sitting there and someone taps me on the shoulder. I turn around and somebody around me who heard me talking all this shit about Bonvie, like, oh, I want to see him, like, get him out here, blah, whatever the fuck I was saying. They somehow got a hold of him. So, like, I get tapped on the shoulder, I turn around, and it's fucking Dennis Bonvie in a suit right there.
So is he a healthy scratch?
He must
Rick?
have been, yeah.
Did you like hang out with him and shit?
No, at first I had no, like, I was caught off guard. Like, I turned around and he's like, I heard you're looking for me. I think that's what he said. And I was like, what? And it took me like a good 3 seconds to figure out who the fuck this was, and that it was actually him. Yeah, I don't remember. He must not have stuck around long. Had a quick little chat or something like that. So yeah, no, that'll always stick in my head as whatever. I thought it was awesome.
Yeah, that is cool.
A unique
that's 36 right there.
Yeah.
Okay, so Shaq, Bettis, and Dennis Bonvie. I mean, that's you know what? I'm serious, man. If you gave the world a list to put together, I don't think anybody would have combined those three
Probably
guys,
not,
man.
no.
You know, we could have given out $1 billion. Who's the Beisel Bros podcast 36? No one's guessing that. So
Shaq in Boston.
Yeah, that was good. You know what? I went and searched, athletes who wear 36, and Google almost gave me like, I had 1,000 pictures of Jerome Bettis.
Yeah.
And then, a couple of Shaq in the green, and that's about it.
I know. And do you think like John Michael Lyles was a fringe mention, right?
Is he so good in 09?
Exactly.
He tucks his jersey and he's 90 speed. So.
Big fringe.
Well, speaking of dominant centers, we have a special guy playing tonight in Game 7. It's me and Randy's buddy Wemby. I mean, what are you thinking tonight? I'm happy it went 7. It's something definitely to watch. What do you think tonight, man? It's also going to be a part of our cool bet play of the day coming up later.
Yeah, I mean, it's just kind of reminded me of this. I know the Spurs won the first game.
Yeah.
In Oklahoma, but kind of remind me of the Vancouver Boston series in 2011, where whoever's at home just whooped the other team's ass.
Yeah.
That's kind of what it's feeling like now for the last 4 games. It's just been, if you're at home, the spread changes almost 10 points.
Via who's home and road.
Court.
Yeah.
So I'm obviously cheering for the Spurs. I saw OKC's 3.5 point favorite. Williams is still out. I mean, that's the crazy thing with OKC. They're missing their second best player, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, this is like we talked those last Saturday. I think it was game 1. It was the last time we talked. Yeah. We said it would go 7, and this is going to be whoever wins this series. I'm serious, man. I really believe that 8 out of the next 10 years, these two teams will win the championship.
So are you not giving the Knicks a shot to beat either?
Well, that's my next. I think the Knicks can win I think they can win.
Okay.
I think they're one of the livest dogs I've ever seen my entire life.
What are they right now? Like plus 200?
No, they're going to be in the 3s, man.
Rick, can you Knicks? What are the Knicks to win the championship right now?
Go on there it would just because it wouldn't change their odds, right? Their series price will be that, right? I think the Knicks are live, man. What do you think?
I think they're live too. I mean, they kind of remind me of the Carolina Hurricanes. They've lost like 1 game the entire playoffs. They just peruse past, man. There's blaze past. Yeah. So obviously they have talent. I like their roster personally. They're hungry. Everybody loves, like, if you're a neutral, obviously as a neutral, I'm cheering for the Knicks. It's like cheering for England in the World Cup. It's like cheering for the Browns, the Maple Leafs, all the horrendous franchises.
Yeah.
That's what this is like.
I couldn't agree
It's
more.
like when the Cubs won in 2016, or was it 2016, 17? 16. Like,
or wait, was it 19 or
no, it wasn't. It was 16.
Yeah.
16 or 17. I wanted them to win at home, but I've been a lifetime Cubs guy. I was a lifetime Red Sox guy. I'm a lifetime anybody that sucks, man. And
because you're an Oiler fan, right? So you're tortured.
Well, since 1990, the team.
Well, you were born in 90, and they went in June, and you were born in July. So you're the longest, most tortured asshole.
Well, I think I've cursed the team,
Me
right?
too, man.
Every super fan always thinks that they're the curse, right?
For sure, man.
Yeah. but the Knicks is like that too. You know, when they got the frozen card, they got Ewing. You know, they became a great playoff team. Couldn't get past
ran to MJ, like everybody else.
Couldn't get past
era,
them.
like,
but they're very likable. The fans are nuts, just like Philadelphia. They're easy to get behind. The Spurs are my adopted team. We went to the last game before Wemby, so the 82nd game against the Jazz.
yeah,
The people were great. So I'm kind of torn, man.
me too.
If OKC, and it's crazy, man, this Canadian thing doesn't really exist.
Yeah,
for
well,
me
there's
anymore.
no pride in Canada anymore,
No,
man.
that's done, man.
Like that the Canada pride was from 1904 to 2012. That was pretty much it. As soon as Trudeau became prime minister, that's the end of Canada.
Yeah, pretty much, I would say.
Because there's no Canadians here anymore. Like,
No.
I'm not even get into this shit. Anyways,
well, no, but it's a mix, right?
Yeah.
Like no one. We used to have like a very specific small town pride vibe. That shit's gone now.
Yeah.
I'm not saying who and what. I'm just saying that's just the way it is. If this dude was from Saskatchewan, that's the crazy thing, man. If Gilgeous Alexander was from Saskatchewan, I would probably cheer for OKC. But because he's from Toronto, which I consider American City, it's not into it. Well, he's from Hamilton, but same shit.
Yeah.
Ontario, no shade. But like, it's just not. When I think Canada, I think of Brock Lesnar farming with cows in Saskatchewan. That's Canadian to me.
Yeah.
Playing with like cow shit on a rink.
Yeah.
With your 7 brothers in Viking, Alberta. That's what Canadians are to me. That shit's dead.
Yeah.
Go Spurs, go Knicks.
I know, right? You'd think of like a Steve Nash, right? If they were in the final, most of Canada probably would have cheered for them, right?
100%, man.
I mean, that Suns team is like the coolest team of all time.
But I mean, the
Mary and
world's
stuff.
changed, right?
Yeah.
You know, when The Rock interrupted the McMahons, just to talk a little wrestling, like in Rochester in 2000, like the crowd, it would be like if Christ came down in the middle of a Christian church in like Alabama. That's how fucking excited these people are. That shit. Well, Rick, you want to chime?
WWE?
Yes.
Yeah, look, you go back to that era, and whether it be the glass breaking for Stone Cold, whether it be Undertaker's bong, when it went off, it set the building on fire.
Right.
It was absolutely incredible. I don't know, like, you don't see that anymore. I think probably because internet leaks and shit like that. I don't really know. But when something happened you weren't expecting, the roof blew off.
This is what I'll say, Rick. I agree, but I want to I think one thing, and which is missing, is presence, man.
Yeah,
you
watch cell
watch
phones, man.
You watch those guys. It's Go look it up. The Rock in Rochester, New York, interrupts the McMahons. It's the pop of the pop.
Does he call like Stephanie like a whore and shit?
Well, he always does.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that 2-cent slot.
Yeah. Well, Jericho
loved
on her
that
too.
shit. I'm just saying that, like it's the presence thing, because if you took away all technology and you could only be engaged with who you're with, and again, like, these guys are like superheroes. That shit's dead. Holly, like, do you look up to anybody in Hollywood? We're not.
Well, I never, because my IQ is so high. But
no. I know your IQ is high, but like, you looked up to athletes back in the day, but then you realize they're the exact same as you. They're just better at hockey. They're just better at this.
Yeah.
So we're not going to get into Hollywood because it's very buzzy, and it comes with complete negativity, which you guys can fill in the gaps.
Yeah.
But yeah, the
no,
pop is crazy.
it's the pops are because of presence. Like, in 2000, your brain isn't completely warped. You don't look at tits on Instagram and jerk off all day.
Exactly.
You're not. Your brain is present. Like, when you go see Stacy's ass in person, it's the greatest thing that's ever happened.
Yes.
To you. Whereas I can just pull out my phone and just start gooning with my right
Whoa,
hand.
whoa. Gooning with your...
Shut the fuck up. Anyways, so back to the Spurs.
Yes.
Just for the record, you did ask for this. You did ask.
Yes.
So
What's
we
the
have
odds, Rick?
OKC to win is plus 120. The Knicks are plus 210, and the Spurs are plus 230.
Yeah, like the Knicks are. I think people look at OKC and the Spurs like, holy shit, these are super teams. But the Knicks, like, quietly have absolutely pummeled everybody.
I know, man.
And if Bridges and OG play well, they're completely in it.
Yeah.
Those are their X factors, those two guys.
Yeah.
Those are the secondary guys. If Cat can do what he does and Brunson does what he does, let's say Brunson and Cat are like a B in the series, they can still win because if Bridges and OG actually play well and Mitchell Robinson's back, if they do play San Antonio, he's going to be a massive factor because he's massive too. He's like a Harkenstein kind of guy, right?
Yeah.
So
I think, and that these odds are going to change too, right?
Yeah.
You know, if the Spurs win, the Knicks odds, obviously the Knicks odds are going to get worse. They'll get way worse if OKC wins, obviously, right?
Sure,
you know, they'll go to probably plus like 275, right?
And if the Spurs win, they'll probably be plus 200.
Yeah, they'll probably go down a little bit. Yeah,
but
for sure.
yeah, I mean, this is what I've noticed because we'll talk about hockey here in a second. Is that every year it's the same shit with the NHL and the NBA because they compete against each other, right? The start of the NHL playoffs, the first 2 rounds, every American, every Canadian, the ratings are all way higher than the NBA. Everybody's like the NHL's better than the NBA.
The first series in the 2 leagues, NHL definitely wins that.
Right. And then as soon as it gets to conference, it's always Carolina and Florida versus Columbus and Hamilton, Ontario, and Saskatchewan. That's so shitty. The team it's always the shittiest teams. The NHL's had this problem. It's never Blackhawks, Rangers. And do you know what I'm saying? It's always Columbus, Florida. It's the 2 worst market fucking teams
Minnesota.
every year.
Minnesota actually is a good market.
But every year,
Anaheim, Florida,
Ottawa,
Florida,
every year, bro. It's
whatever.
The same like horrific
Dallas,
markets.
Tampa. Yeah, I know.
It's never cool teams anymore, right? Whereas the NBA every year now, the semi-final series is always a 10, and the finals are always great. Yeah. Whereas the Stanley Cup finals are always garbage, and the conference finals are always garbage.
The thing with the conference final, over the last 5 years, the NHL conference finals have ended in 5 games or fewer. Yeah. None have gone to 7.
Yeah. I've noticed this every year. Everybody's so hyped on the NHL. The first round's always unbelievably entertaining. The second round's always great. And then eventually it's just all teams in Florida and all teams in Ottawa. And all the most unmarketable teams ever. And everybody makes fun of the NBA because it's always, the Celtics sweep the Sixers, or like which they lost this year, but you know what I mean. I'm just giving examples. The Hawks get their ass kicked 4-0 to somebody, right? Yeah. And then eventually, when you get down to the nitty gritty, it's always just unbelievably flipped. The NBA just absolutely overtakes. Like, if you're telling me, like, obviously the Knicks being is massive for the NBA, but like, so you're like, you look at the end. Let's say the Spurs win, okay?
Yeah.
So you have the next like alien Michael Jordan up and coming like dynasty versus the worst team in the biggest market ever, and then the NHL, you have Carolina, like, in my opinion, like, there's a G word that I don't use on this show, team in the world, and then you have a Vegas team that everybody hates as well. I'm not even going to get into the roster that people don't disagree with. Like, it's just not marketable, man. It's garbage. Like, every year it's garbage. The finals always been crap.
Okay,
since Vancouver, Boston, there hasn't been one good final.
Okay, what about the Oilers?
Yeah, because that's biased, though. The series wasn't that good, in my opinion.
If you get to Game 7, I think it.
If it goes to Game 7,
what do you mean, man?
It was
like
they were down 3-0.
That was so close to a storybook. That was so close to a storybook.
Name a memorable moment in that series. I could name 10 in the Boston Vancouver.
Okay, but again, you weren't poisoned, man.
No. I get the poisoned gooning, but this does nothing to do with this shit. Like,
I don't know. I mean, look, to hit on your point
I'm just saying
interest.
The point is, as I went on this round, the NBA just like plows the NHL as soon as it gets to conference finals without fail.
But you could say that about the NCAA tournament. Who actually watches the Elite Eight unless you're a guy that actually loves this shit?
Yeah,
I mean,
that's true.
I'm a guy that loves sports.
Mm-hmm.
But like the round of 64 and 32 is hands down the best part of the tournament.
But it's because it's gluttonous. It's because there's 1,000 things going on at once. If you played them one by one, I think it changes a bit. It's because there's every game on, and you can go from like, oh shit,
This
the
one's
last
in
30
overtime.
seconds.
Yeah,
Oh
true,
shit,
true.
last 30 seconds. Nobody gives a shit about tip-offs.
Yeah,
I think
last 30 seconds of all the games.
for
at once.
me though, it's I watch specifically for upset. So when the 15 seed is tied with the second seed, I get excited because I'm a neutral. I didn't go to the colleges, and if you're not gambling on it, you don't care.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas maybe with what you're saying in the NBA final, like it's two great teams. Whereas in the NHL, maybe I don't know, you're just not interested.
I just think, this is my problem with the NHL. Rick said it first. Every conference has garbage every single year, and then secondly, it's never Rangers versus somebody cool. Okay, it's always. It's just been a weird little stretch for the NHL where it's always a team in Florida versus a really boring team in the West.
There is something to be said, though. The NHL playoffs are such a war that by the time you get to the end of it, you have injuries.
Yeah.
A lot more than any other tournament out there, just the way the game of hockey is played. You lose some of that because of injuries, right? You go back and watch hours, Leon's got whatever. And then Hyman last year with the wrist probably changed the outcome a bit. Because who knows what happens if he's healthy. There's a lot more injuries. There's a lot more just uncontrollable things that happen to the team that you just, that's all we have left in our tank right now.
Yeah. And that's why they say it's the hardest trophy to win, which we all agree with, right? So
100% it is. Speaking about the hardest trophy to win, right now we have who do you think? Right now the odds, we have the Knights at plus 130 and the Canes are minus 155 to open the series.
Yeah.
Where you guys see this one going?
I agree.
A lot of people, I from what I'm hearing in my circle in Carolina, but this is this not the toss-up of the century? Seriously.
Well, it's two interesting teams. It's the best defensive team and a team that, people in the preseason are like, okay, this is going to be a top three team in the Knights. And obviously with the firing and hiring of Tortorella, that was the X factor, right? So I've been on Carolina the whole time. I said whoever won Ottawa and Carolina would win the cup. So, I've been high on them the whole year. This is how I always pick cup teams, how I pick St. Louis to win the cup. It's how I picked Washington to win the cup. It's whoever plays the lead the best. You can tell the Oilers weren't going to do anything. Every time they're up 4-2, it's just 4-4. It's like, okay, fuck.
Score a goal. Their worst shift was after they scored.
That's how you can tell a team isn't good. Yeah. That's how I've deciphered. And this is the thing about Freddie Anderson. I'm not high on him. He's not some Vezina winning goalie. But the thing is this is no shade at Cam Talbot, but when he played for the Rangers, when they were in their prime, his save percentage was just .930. And then he comes to us and he wasn't bad, but we've all played hockey. Your line mates mean more than everything in every sport. Maybe soccer's different. I'm obviously very American, so I don't know that much about soccer.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that, when you're a defensive specialist team, which Carolina is, they're obviously balanced. If your goaltending's even good or average, he's going to look like a superstar, not taking anything away from him. But I just think they're that good defensively, which their Corsi, not a Corsi guy, their Corsi was hands down the best.
Maybe you are one now.
But I kind of am. I kind of am.
It's like when Brian Elliott would just win the Vezina every year.
That's what I'm saying, man.
His save percentage was 940.
That's what I'm saying, man. Exactly. So I would be in absolute shock if Carolina didn't win.
Okay.
Absolute shock.
It's cool that you have a take on that. I did walk because I had Minnesota to win the cup, obviously, and they just remind me of the Oilers. Horrific goaltending, blow leads. They're the same fucking team. And then I watched Vegas play Colorado. I watched the first couple games, and Carter Hart was better than Hasek. So that's what it looks like when you have a goalie, man.
Yeah.
Every team I cheer for, their goalie is worse than Peter Sidorkowicz, and every team I fucking hate has Hasek.
Well, what about Bo Prey? What was
Don Bo Prey? Yeah, they're all was
that Washington, I think?
Yeah, it was. Basically every team I cheer for has Jim Carrey after he won the Vezina. That's how fucking shitty the net detective. No, it's just pathetic, man. Hockey has pissed me to my grave this fucking season. So
Oh, I mean, it's
I have
pissed,
no
yeah.
opinion. If Carter Hart stands in his head and Vegas plays are boring, like I mean, on paper, some of the most boring, shittiest final of all time. So
Yeah.
Honestly, I think Vegas wins this. I hate both teams. I haven't watched pretty much anything. I've spent a lot more time watching the men's world championships than I have any NHL. But the fact that Vegas is plus 130 to win.
Yeah. It's a
Good
live
value.
dog, right?
Yeah, that's where I'd go.
You know what?
So hold on. Are you saying that we need like a headshot in game 1 to get everybody into this?
You need
like,
game 7 for anybody to pay attention. The thing is, like, I'll say this. These are like pretty much my 2 least favorite teams. So like this is just a painful final for me.
Yeah, so hold on. It's not as bad as like Calgary, Toronto though. Or would you
could be worse, I guess.
You know, if it was Calgary, Toronto, that would be it'd be so unbelievable that I would probably just be in shock the whole time that they're there. Just having an all Canadian final. I mean, obviously the winner would be really painful if it wasn't Montreal or Edmonton, but no, it's not like a
I know what you're saying.
Final,
I know what you're saying, man. This is like the Carolina Panthers playing. No, you're on the right track. What I'm saying is, I hate the Carolina is my second least favorite team in the NHL. Always, in fact, they're number 1 probably now. Me too, for
because
sure.
of what they
man.
did to the Oilers. in 06,
Florida is close.
Oh yeah, this is look, guys. There's no way anybody in the United States and in the entire country of Canada is watching this series. They're not. This, man.
No,
there's no way you're
it's
watching
Ottawa,
this.
Anaheim 07, man. It is the guy stoking the fire is definitely getting better ratings.
Rick,
man.
did you remember that Fireplace channel?
Oh yeah,
the guy. Like he would like poke it and then like sparks would come up. That was better. That. Well, yeah,
I think you know what. In terms of people in Canada watching, you'll get some hate watching out of Toronto.
Yeah, you will because of Mitchell Marner. But this is the thing. But seriously, guys, it's just who the fuck is watching this shit when the fucking Spurs / OKC are playing the Knicks? Seriously, who the hell is watching?
I won't be. And the World Cup starting soon, so
yeah. Anyways,
let's jump into that. Let's jump into the World Cup because Randy has something special to tell us. So, and I have something special to tell you too. So perfect.
Okay, I've dug deep into this.
Of course.
And everybody, like every person I know, has called me the R word, which I've already used on the show today. But of this pick.
Okay.
I have this special. Like I've dug deep into this because you know how I think everything's fake, right?
Of course.
I think Portugal is gonna win the World Cup. This is why. That guy died in that car accident. Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna get into all these things. They had a Drake, May, and Sam Darnold Super Bowl. Like everybody saw that.
Of course.
Picture,
Yeah, they're
Rick,
both at the front. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
They have. I found this thing where they showed the kit of the winning team, and it's literally Portugal's. And Ronaldo gets like his last laugh against Messi.
Okay.
There's all these like sexual things going on
I
for
understand.
Portugal to win. They're plus 1,000. Everybody thought they'd be plus 20. Like I told Dan that like our buddy lives in England, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And he like follows soccer like we all follow hockey or football, right?
Yep.
And he said Portugal's horrendous, which made me love the pick even more. And especially at them at plus 1,000, like they're ahead of like really good teams.
Yeah,
like
Netherlands,
Germany,
Belgium, all those teams. Yeah.
I think Portugal wins. You guys heard it here first. It's completely fucking fake. That's who I think is gonna win.
Yeah, so I have another Carolina-Ottawa pick. It's going to be one of 2 teams. It's either be Portugal or England. There is no other option.
Yeah.
If you use like gematria, which I like to use on world stages, the England is like hands down the gematria pick. It's in 3 countries. Their nicknames 3 lions. Like Harry Kane's like mom's birthday lines up perfectly at the final. I mean, if you're looking for value, there's not crazy value. Obviously, you're going to get plus juice picking both teams.
Yeah.
But you know, with Portugal, the Simpsons predicted that they would win the World Cup this year, and that's why I'm ultimately going to go with them as well. Also, all the symbolism, like all the 33-degree Masons are saying that Portugal is going to win, and you know how much they run things. So. Yeah.
This shit is gonna be completely fabricated. It's gonna be Portugal for sure.
Of course. It's like when Messi got knighted by that like cloak that's worth like $400 billion by like Arabic guy. It's the same shit, man. You're gonna see symbolism. And I think that ultimately Portugal and England are there is no other option.
Yeah.
You guys can rewatch this show.
We're gonna go back 2 months because it's
and you're allowed to like literally call my house and knock my door and call me a dumbass if this doesn't come to fruition. That's how confident.
Yeah, me too. We're gonna be unloading about 12 to 15 racks. Yeah.
Probably
Every black guy just says I've been hanging out with a lot of them lately, so I'm like addicted to that
good
word
to diversify. Yeah.
Cool Bet's got him at plus 1100 right now.
Perfect. Even better value.
Well, Cool Bet always comes in clutch. So
yeah, I love. You know what I wanted to say something about Cool Bet. They have the best payment system I've ever used in a sports book. They literally pay you in like 1 second, man. So just get on there for fuck's sakes, man.
I know. If there's such good Finnish hockey options, you got to have a buddy on the team that can throw a game or two.
Well, they allow you to bet on like my games, like the AMHL. Like you can bet on like beer
Bolts hockey.
Oh yeah, you can bet on Bolts hockey 100%. This is kind of leading into our Cool Bet play of the day. It's got to be our Spurs plus 3.5. And I'm taking Wemby at 5+ blocks, so over 4.5 blocks. It's plus 400.
Loving that.
I'm loving it, man.
Who wins game 7? We didn't answer.
I think OKC wins in overtime by 1. That's my prediction. Yeah. It's going to be super tight. I don't think it's going to be a blowout, man. I think it's going to be an absolute war, man. It's going to be a war.
Might be low scoring.
Love to see the Spurs win.
Rick, what's the total in that game?
For tonight.
So it's game 7, so it'll be low.
I'm going to guess it's 209.
I was going to say 207.
212.5.
Okay. So it's pretty low for a new age.
I take the under
for sure, although I'm picking overtime, which would completely ruin that bet. But
if you're taking overtime, if you're thinking OT, you may take the over on that one.
Randy, do you have a pick of the night? Any kind of futures bet you want to throw out there?
We said Portugal.
Do you want to touch on JJ McCarthy before we
because I want to talk a little fantasy football.
Okay, let's talk fantasy before we go.
I know we're not even in June yet, but all the hardcore guys, obviously, we're obviously known for this shit. So,
I'm 2 drafts in already.
I was going to say you can make best ball teams, man. So this is a good time to make best ball teams.
I want to talk about that quickly because I don't know if we can play best ball or DraftKings anymore because of the new legislation that's coming in. I don't know because Ontario can't play DraftKings DFS. So I don't know if we're allowed. So I'm holding off on all the underdog shit right now, personally. Yeah. Last year made 150 teams. I had 38 fucking playoff teams, 0 advance. The guy that won $2 million had 4 playoff teams.
That's the luck factor, man.
Anyways, let's get into this. Yeah, we'll talk underdog and all that other shit. But I want to talk about JJ McCarthy and Kyler. I'm going to start with the fantasy side. Obviously, if Kyler, I think Kyler is I hate Kyle. I think he sucks. But JJ McCarthy,
he's head and shoulders above him.
Oh yeah, JJ McCarthy's on the level of Dillon Gabriel. These guys are they couldn't play in the CFL and they're in the NFL. It's crazy, man. But stupid GMs. Maybe his dad knew somebody. Whatever the case is. When they took JJ McCarthy last year, it's like that's your future. That guy didn't throw for 200 yards once in college. And I know Blake Corum in Michigan was solid, but that's the worst college season ever. Any of the last 20 years of champions would have dismantled that Michigan team. So he played in the worst season of ever in college football. There was no good teams. He just walked his way to the final.
They beat Penix. Yeah.
Right. He was also a horrific team. Can't believe they're in the final. But, I think Kyler is head and shoulders above this guy. He's on the level of a Dillon Gabriel. And for fantasy purposes, I actually love Kyler this year. Okay. He's actually one of my sleepers this year. Obviously, this the beauty is you have to kind of guess who's going to start, right? Tua or Penix. I think it's gonna be Tua. I think Tua as well. But you got to guess if you're doing these early drafts. I'm talking a best ball stuff. you got to guess who's going to start. Right?
Absolutely, man.
I'm telling you guys right now, Kyler, it starts. I don't even think McCarthy sees the field this year.
If Kyler stays
if you
healthy.
can go get Kyler right now, man, at I don't know what his ADP is on Underdog, that is a fucking discount and a half, man.
Well, remember, he was a top 5 scoring quarterback like 5 years ago.
I think he'll continue to be like that. I think Minnesota, their D is like average. He still's Jefferson. He still's Addison. And I think this Claiborne guy will
What
be
about Hack?
I love Hack, but he's just so injured, man. He's just so
barely move.
He's like Kittle, man. Like they're both great players. They're just beaten to shit, man. Kittle's obviously still sick.
Maybe then John Oliver steps in.
Yeah, no, I think I think I have 2 sleepers. Claiborne, Devon Claiborne he's way better than Jordan Mason, Aaron Jones. Like those guys are both 50 years old. And I'm gonna have a lot of Kyler Claiborne stacks this year. So
interesting.
Yeah. And McCarthy's been a little bitch about it in the pressers too. I fucking hate this guy, man. Like him and Dillon Gabriel. Just maybe a practice team in Calgary or something, the Stamps or Nelks football. Like,
well, they can come play in the May Bowl if you want.
Yeah, they'd be pretty good for you guys. They're not as good as Connor, but like they'd be like close to him. Like,
yeah,
Kyler, he doesn't have competition. Just treat JJ McCarthy. He doesn't exist. That's how bad he is.
So would you take Mendoza in best ball this year? Just knowing that maybe Cousins might hand it off in week 10 or 11.
You know why? That goes back to all the hipster things you can kind of parlay. If you get into the playoffs and Mendoza, let's say your quarterbacks like Dak and like Brissett and Mendoza. Well, those guys will carry you, right?
Of course.
I don't even know if Brissett will start because Minshew, I guess, is up his ass. But this is the one thing. When you take hipster guys like that, Mendoza might have a great game in week 15, and he might be the guy you need because he's 0% owned in the playoffs, right? Yeah. So I'd definitely roster him. Okay. I would expect Oakland to be terrible this year again, right? I'm not calling them Vegas. So
me neither. I refuse
my ass. They're Oakland.
Yeah, they can add.
They're either LA or Oakland.
Well, it's just like San Diego. I refuse to call them LA.
So Oakland will suck this year again.
Yeah.
I would definitely take Mendoza. He's such a live dog, especially later in the year.
Yeah,
like,
totally.
Yeah.
Okay, so to close things off, we got Wemby to cover and the 5 blocks.
Brought to you by Cool Bet. You guys can go pound that today.
I parlayed it on Cool Bets plus 400. I think that's strong.
And make sure you guys go take Kyler this year, man, and Claiborne.
Okay, just to finish off, would you take his props over for the year, or is it just too risky to take player props over on a certain category?
Think nowadays I wouldn't make season-long overs. I take unders now.
So it's just a game-by-game type matchup situation.
Just get him in fantasy, man. Like, especially if you play basketball, has kind of taken over. You've noticed that, too.
Yeah.
It's so popular now, right? Because you don't have to manage it and you got to predict shit early. I love the traditional fantasy. It'll always be popular. Waivers, you can outsmart people, trades, all that great stuff. I'm just saying, if you're playing basketball, which a lot of people do nowadays, and even fantasy, if you're in a 14-man league, Kyler, definitely, man. He's definitely live. He'll still be able to move around. He'll play inside just like he did in Arizona, makes a difference. And he has good weapons, man. I think, and he's sad out a year. He'll be a little healthier. I think he's a live dog to be a great fantasy pick this year. As far as X's and O's, we're actually coaching football. I don't think he's very good, but I expect Minnesota probably only win maybe 6 or 7 games this year. But a fantasy as Kyler's awesome, man. And all the people that are afraid McCarthy might start, he has a fucking 0%.
Okay, I love your hot take, man.
0%. He'll be their fucking third stringer.
Rick, before we go, can you bring up the odds of McCarthy and Kyler
I can't
starting?
find any type of player props on either 365 or
really? Okay, because they did have.
I'm pretty sure I was looking at them last week.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Okay.
I might be gone for now,
It's
but
okay.
we'll revisit
we'll rekindle this because I love when he gives a guarantee. I'm giving you guys a guarantee. It's either be Portugal and England, and it's going to be Carolina whooping Vegas's
Well,
ass.
I love it. Well, Rick dusted you in the Super Bowl, so now you guys are kind of going head to head again.
Yeah.
Maybe you can get some revenge this time.
Yeah, I hope
because that
so,
game
man.
ruined my life.
Yeah, it set me back like 7 years, so that's okay.
That's how much money I lost.
Oh, yeah.
So
All right. Well, until next time,
Yeah.
may the winners be yours.
Yeah.